Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Sai, and in this tutorial or video I'm going to show you how to hack or cheat on single player games. This game is called Rebel Galaxy, and this tutorial is also good for the developers as well, even for the developers that build the Rebel Galaxy. Um, the guide on how to pretty much see how hackers operate, how they hack, and plus a guide to show you what we use as hackers to find vulnerabilities, if I can't pronounce it, in the game, and how we find them and how we use them to our advantage. So the game's called Rebel Galaxy. You can download it on Epic's Games, and the game is pretty fun, to be honest. It is really good game. I love the graphics. I love the game is really big as well. The open like world or space is really huge. I'm in a second system, so I'm guessing there's a lot more systems in this game. Oh, that guy, is he losing health? Hmm. Anyways, something is shooting at me, looks like. Where am I? I'm here. So, yeah, the game is really long and it gets difficult. Why I started hacking this game is because when you get in a fight, there's so many disadvantages for me, for the player, that it's almost sometimes impossible to beat the gangs, like those NPCs. They really like shred you to pieces like really fast. And if you wanna like stay survive longer, you need a bigger ship, but that means you need to have a lot more money or credits. So I'm gonna go dock, and we're gonna look into the credits or money, whatever they use. But for that, I need to open up my cheat engine. Yes, I cheat with the cheat engine. If my cheat engine opens. Wait, did somebody shot at me? Oh no, that's me. Wait, what? I thought I docked. Oh, my cheat engine. What's up, cheat engine? Here we go. So I open. Like these videos are gonna be long, so I just want to show you the process of what it takes to, find address or vulnerability in the game. Also, I want to show you mistakes as well. If I make a mistake, I want to show you how I fix those mistakes, and yeah. So, first thing is we're gonna look into the credits. All right, here's the credits right here. So this is like 184 million. All right, I have right now. But these credits are really hard to come by. If you're new to this game, right, it is really hard to come by those credits because it's hard to harvest. It takes a long time to do anything. Like you have options, you have many options. See, to get the best ship here, ship costs. Is this one? No. The one that I own right now, it costs like 16 million credits, which is, where's my ship? This is my ship, right? Yeah, this is my ship. I see. I'm still new to this game. I just started playing it maybe like 2 days ago, so I really haven't explored everything, you know. But yeah, you usually start with the hammerhead, I think. Um, but this ship is one that I'm using right now, I think. Yeah, and it costs like over $16 million or credits. All right, so it's ridiculously expensive, and it would take me maybe a week or so to get to 1 or 2 million, right? Playing this game. So that's why I start hacking. You know, I start cheating in the games because it takes a long time to get to something. All right. So I'm going to show you how to hack these credits. Okay, first I'm going to adjust those credits. And so, also, I forgot, when you have your cheat engine out, press on this icon here, process list on the processors, find rebelgalaxy.exe. Click on it, open it. I already have saved some table, so I'm gonna import the table and look for my credits. Here's my credits, and I'm gonna adjust them, make it to maybe like that, like so. Why does it keep doing that? Go back out. There it is. It's changed. It's now a million. It's no longer 180 million. It's a million. Now I'm going to show you the process how I found these values. All right. Since we attached, I'm gonna let's say 1 million, right? 1 million. Let's think too many million. 3. All right, and first came for 1 million. I get these addresses, which is pretty easy. The credits in this game is the easiest thing to hack. Later on in other videos, I'm going to show you how to find pointers where address does not change, and so you can if you ever like use all your money, which is almost impossible if you are careful, you can always, you don't have to like go back and rescan them for the values and, you know, do everything all over again. All right, so I did that. Now I have to change the values. Now I can go and let's say equipped shipyard. I can repair my ship, and there it is right here. That's how easy it is to find the value of it. And I'm gonna change the value, something ridiculous. I'm gonna show you what happens when you change something ridiculous. Alright, go back out, and we have minus 910 million credits. Now this minus, what it does is, if you get the minus, you will not be able to buy your ships. Your ship will not be purchasable because there's this minus. So I'm guessing the credits cannot go over 1 billion. So to change this, you can only have it under the 999, or no, actually it's not. I'm sorry. So even the 910 million. So we have to change it. Wait a minute. Why is this thing not changed here? There. So there's another thing. Alright, so I'm gonna have to change that. Oh, you're probably like wondering, well, it's just visual change. Like some games you can visually change the credits, but they don't work. Well, let's see if this one works. I mean, it does work because I use the repaired. I forgot. I repaired the ship. So I need to change it to, let's say, 300 million. And did it change? Yes, it does. So 300 million, no, that's what net worth. Okay, so it does look good. 300 million, will accept the 300 million. Alright, so I wonder if it's maybe like when I hacked the first time, I had 250 million, it was like minus 250 million and I couldn't use it. So I had to lower it down to like 200 million, I think. So yeah, so it depends on like how far you. Yeah, I think this part here somewhere is in the code is tracking on how far you progressed in your game, and it knows that you cannot exceed that um, value. So it's got some kind of barrier, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But the first time I hacked it, it was in minus and I couldn't use it. So this one looks good. All right, so that's how easy to it's easy to hack the credits for it, and I really don't need that kind of money, but yeah. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is if you pay attention to the right upper corner, which is right here, not in this video, but when I switch, you'll see a bar. I'm gonna deplete that bar and I'll see what happens to that bar. Alright, so the bar, the upper bar, is your like a booster, or like for the engine booster. See how it depletes really fast? Sublight boosters depleted. Sublight boosters depleted. Now you have to let go of the button, which is forward button, to recharge your boosters, right? Alright, so that one is a little more complicated to find. But this is what I managed to do to this one is I'm gonna freeze the boosters. So I don't need this one anymore. I just showed you how to hack that one. Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna freeze the boosters. Now when I press forward, I can keep on going all day long. Now, you probably wonder, well, what's this good for? Well, when you're in a fight, right, with the NPCs, they're really tough. As I said, as you progress in the game, they're really tough to beat, and sometimes you have to get away from them. you know. So this is your booster where kind of you can fly faster. So most likely they won't be able to chase you down. All right. So yeah, that is good for. All right. So how do we find that? Now, as you can see, I already found the value of it, but this is the pointer value that I found. Now, if you're not familiar with the pointer values are pretty much the like a status. I mean, static value, which it does not changes. All right, your static value where it's located on the pointer, all right, address, which is the pointer address does not jump around every time you restart your game. Um, that's what I'm trying to say. But how I found this first is let's hit the new scan. And usually, when you see these bars like that, even the lower left corner, when I press space bar, that is my like a extra shield. It's called shield deflector, where it absorbs collisions and rockets and you know any firing mechanism against the enemy, so it's depleted, as you can see. So there is a value for that as well. For the right upper one, um, the value is under. They're both under float value, but as you can see, you don't see what the value is. What's the value of the upper right corner? Well, I don't know. I mean, I know, but you don't know, right? Well, when you're new in the game and you don't know all these values, you have to find them. How do we find this value? Well, we will first go into our cheat engine, use the under the value type, change into float, and under the exact value, since we don't know the exact value, under the exact value, we're gonna go and click on, scroll down and click on unknown initial value. I'm gonna hit scan first. We got 211 million addresses found, which is a lot, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure. Now I'll have all this stuff hotkeyed, but for the tutorial purposes, I'm gonna be switching back and forth to show you what I do exactly to get to this value. So let's see, exact value. Now I want to switch this scan type not at the exact value, because every time you scan this thing kind of, the first time you scan actually, no matter where you switch to, this thing switches. No, I don't think, no, it's not, I'm sorry. Forget it. Let's click on it and find not the exact value, but we're gonna find the decreased value. All right, I'm gonna look for the decreased value for a bit. So I'm gonna hit forward button, just W. Sublight boosters depleted, right? So I'm gonna switch back and I'm gonna hit the decreased value scan. Now I have 1 million, 1.7 million. Right? I'm gonna switch back. Now when you press escape, game literally freezes. I mean, it pauses. So that's a good thing. Now, instead of decreased value, since you saw that bar filling up, I'm gonna switch to increased value. I have under the million. Alright, let it fill up a bit. hit the next scan, increased value again. Now it's more than a half way down, and again I'm gonna hit increased value once it fills up all the way. I will still have 126,000. That's a lot, right? For like four scans. I mean, scanned it 4 times or 3 times. I don't know. I forgot. All right, now I'm gonna switch to decreased value again, or in this case, I can switch it to unchanged value since I seen it fill up and I hit the increased value scan. Now, if you hit the increased value scan again, you're gonna lose the address that you're looking for. All right, it's gonna disappear. So you have to be careful with that. All right, so since I hit that increased value on the fill up when it's filled, I switch to unchanged value. So I'm gonna hit next scan. What this does is eliminate some of these addresses that keep changing, or values that keep changing. So down to 28,000, 27. Now you can speed this up a bit by clicking to, really fast, but it only does like for few addresses, so it's, doing it once or twice, it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna switch to decreased value. Go back, hit that forward button again, and I can hit the decreased value, forward again, all the way down to 0, decreased value. Now I think I know that when it's down to depleted all the way, it's a 0. You can do that, but in some cases that's not the case. 0 might be some other value instead of a 0, but in this case I know it's a 0, but I don't want to switch to a 0 because I want to show you a process of when the value when something is depleted is not a 0. All right, so you know that it takes longer to find the value. So I'm gonna switch to increase value, go back to the game, let it fill up a bit, next scan, let it fill up again, next scan, let it fill up again, next scan. All right, now I got it down to 132. Now I forgot if I have. I'm gonna have to go down and decrease the value so I don't screw up. I forgot if I have hit that next scan after it filled up. I'm down to 92. Let's wait for it to fill up. There you go. Now we're gonna do the increase value, and I'm gonna switch to unchanged value. Hit that a couple of times and look around. Now I know these first ones are not the ones because I'm looking for something bigger, but let's try and get rid of these. I doubt it's gonna get rid of them, so decrease value, or I'm just gonna do this. Alright, so unchanged value. So I didn't do anything to the booster, but there was some addresses that changed. I didn't do anything to any of the boosters. See, unchanged value. So I got rid of some of the values that kept changing every time I went back to the game and just maybe looked around a bit. I wanted to get rid of some of those values. I really don't need them at this point. All right. and now I'm down to 25. Now from this point, if you still like, you want to lower it, get it down to really low amount of found addresses, so you can go through them, through each address, and test out whether that address is the one that you're looking for. Now I know that it's a 500 and it's a float, so I'm going to click on this 500. There's only one 500 here. Usually there'll be more of them, but in this case I have only one 500, and I'm going to freeze this 500, go back, press forward, and there you go. Now I can fly like this all day long with the pressed forward button. Good luck with that, right? And I can easily escape, you know, my enemies. Alright, so that's that. That's how you find that value, unknown initial value, right? So I'm going to get rid of this because I have the pointer for that. Later on, I'm going to show you how to do the pointers as well, how to find them, so you know, but I'll show you just one, how I find one pointer so you can find them all. Actually, I might show you two ways to finding pointers. There's a little tricky one a little later. That's why I said this video is going to be really long, so yeah. I might even split this video in few. But yeah, let's split this video in a few, so you guys, you know, can search for the other videos where just for the certain things. Like, so I just showed you how to find the values, the exact value and the unknown initial value, which is good enough, right? And yeah, I'll see you in the next videos on these pointers. I'm going to show you how to find another value which is different, and then I'm going to work on pointers, how to find pointers and all that stuff. All right, so thanks for watching. Check out my next video.